What is up, beautiful people? Welcome once again to Clothing. Welcome to another wonderful video. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to make the structured peplum arc that we mostly see in corsets, gowns, ashrabi styles, trendy and latest designs. So if this is something you're interested in, please do keep on watching. Let us dive right into this video. Okay, so for us to work on this peplum arc, we need this following materials. I want us to talk about the materials first before we move on to creating the actual arc. I have with me bridal satin. Is this bridal satin or just satin? One side shines and the other surface is dull. In Nigeria, we'll call it dull face satin. What do you call this kind of fabric in your country or in your area? Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using for this demonstration. And here I have it's called Peplum Stay. I actually don't know what the actual name is. So it's bouncy, transparent, it's woven. You can see the threads. As you pull, it unravels. So this is what we're going to use to create the stance, the structure. It's almost like crinoline. Almost like crinoline, but it's actually in yardage instead of the normal slim length like that we have. So I got this in Lagos market. What do you call this? Is there a professional name to call this? If you know what this is called, please write it in comments below. And then I have hair stain. See, guys, with structuring, with designing, anything you're doing, it's most likely that you need to use this to actually stabilize your fabric. Okay, so this is going to be infused directly onto this just to stabilize this fabric before we cut this bobby net to give it the shape. Okay, so now that we've discussed the materials, I've been talking about hairstay a whole lot, so I'm sure you're already familiar with this. Now that we've discussed the materials, I want us to go ahead to start drafting the pattern. I have my fabric here. I have my pattern paper here. So for the peplum, the length of the peplum we're using, I'm going to be using 16 inches for the peplum. So it's already assumed that you've created your basque corset top, and then you just want to put this on the side of the basque to give it some glam, some glitz and glam. So we're going to use 16 inches as the arc of that peplum. And since our pattern is going to be on fold, if you divide 16 by 2, we're going to be having 8 inches. But instead of 8 inches, I'm going to start from the straight edge of my paper. Let me go straight edge. All right, so the peplum arc, the length of the peplum we're going to be using is 16 inches. It's already assumed that you've created your basque corset top, and then we just want to create a structure that we're going to put on the sides along that basque area to transform the whole look of the outfit. We are then going to use 16 inches divided by 2. I'm dividing by 2 because I'm going to be cutting this on fold. 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches, and then I'll just add half inch for sewing allowance. So I'm just going to mark 8.5 inches from this line that I have drawn here. 8.5 inches. And then I want the structure to be just about 4 inches long. That's the length of the peplum, 4 inches. Okay. Beautiful. Now to create the bow, that's the way it curves. We're just going to measure about 1.5 inches from this 4 inches here, and then connect it to that part on top there. Okay, so that's what we're just going to do on fold. And if you want to create layers for this structure, you don't just want it to be just one single peplum arc, you want to do another peplum arc, then you still do the same thing, 8.5 inches wide, but then the second layer should be about 2 inches longer than the first one. Okay, so I'm going to use 6 inches for the length of the second layer, 6 inches. And then from this part that is on fold, from this line on fold, I'll measure 1.5 inches below just to give it that arc. So let me connect these points. Wait. We're going to cut 4 pieces of each of the layers. So mind you, you can have another layer, and that next layer could be 8 inches longer than what you have here. Okay, so we're going to be cutting 4 pieces of each of these patterns. Why are we cutting for 2 pieces left and right, then 2 pieces again of this same pattern for the lining part, for the part that you're going to use to cover up all the raw edges, all the peplum stay, everything, to hide up the sewing. Okay, so that's why you need 4 for this. Also for same thing, left and right part, and then the left and right coverage, the lining. So that's why we'll cut 4 pieces for each of this, and each of those pieces needs to be on fold. So I'm going to cut this up now. I'll also go ahead to cut up the stay and fuse it already. All right guys, quick one. While cutting it, this part connects to this point here. Sorry about that. It connects to this point, not here. It comes all the way to that point. Please, please, please. Let's just correct it. Um, so that's how it acts. Same applies here. From this 7.5 inches, in total we'll be having 7.5 from the second layer. You connect back to that 8.5 inches at the very top there. So that's how it acts. Please correct that. Just cut this. I'll cut it including the pattern and the fabric underneath. I just needed to come show you how to do it. I put like half inches above so that that one will help when I want to join. Cut the second one too that way. Okay, so this is what we should be having for each. This place will be on fold, the middle part will be on fold, so it acts this way like a small semicircle. Since I'm going to be demonstrating on just one side, I have just 2 pieces, so this will be the main fabric and this will be the lining piece. And then for the second layer, I'm demonstrating for just one side as well, so I still have 2 pieces, main fabric and the second layer. They've been fused with the interfacing. Now what we want to do is cut the peplum stay to the shape of this, and then we'll come to see how to go about sewing it up. All right, so to iron this stay, this is the stay we're going to be using. To iron this felt bobbinet into this structure, we're going to be sewing around this curve edge, but we are going to put the fabric together first, and then this stay will be right on it, so that by the time you flip it, by the time you turn it to the right side, this stay will be in between both of them. So fabric together, and then um this structured stand should be on top while sewing. So let's join it up together. Do well to sew along the curve area, okay? All right, so we are going to turn it now to the right side. We can trim and notch. So another trick is to just do a stitch to put this one this way, so that it stays put that way, okay? Yeah, just sew this, not to this side but to the cloth. Okay, very, very good. So you see that this way is going to stay put, and then we are just going to iron it in place. Then we'll just do a baste at the top. And all right, so like we said, right sides facing right sides. We're sewing around the curve, that's the arc, and then we just place this one on top of it and just go around. Okay, so you need to trim to reduce the bulk. After trimming, then we are going to open it up this way and then baste this one. That's do an understitch, while this one will have to sit where the structured stay is. That's how you do it. So all right, so here we have it after doing our basting round there. So you see that that way is going to relax properly. What we'll just do now, iron this and then put both put both arcs together. Okay, so I'm basting these two together. Alright, so if you did enjoy this tutorial, do not forget to give me a huge thumbs up as well as subscribe if you're yet to. Leave your comments in the comments below. Let me know what tutorial you'd love to see next. I have other structured designs that you can binge watch on and add these designs into these projects that you're working on: corsetry, bridals, even wears, ashrabi styles, anything you want to work on. And this design, mind you, can be put anywhere on your cloth. It can be put on the arm area, that's along the armhole area. You can put it on the waistline. You can put it in the basque effect. You can put it anyhow. Like just let your creativity speak for you. Okay, so we see in the next tutorial. Stay safe. God bless you all. Bye.